Okay, so this is the key to the homework, and so I'm only going to probably do a couple of examples so that you can have this as a resource to go back to. Pretty much each section is done the same with the exception of a few. So the first section, calculate the number of moles. This is what our ending unit should be in each of the following. So if we have 0.039 grams of palladium, you will need your periodic table for this. Okay, and so find palladium, and that is element number 46, PD. So I'm just going to use this. If you want to rewrite it, that's fine. We're trying to convert this to moles. So 1 mole of PD. The mass of PD on the periodic table is 106.42 grams. And so as we line our conversion factors up, I'll find my calculator. We are going to divide 0.039 divided by 106.42. And so we need two significant figures. The answer in the calculator you can see is 3.66 times 10 to the negative 4. We want to cut that off at 3.7 times 10 to the negative 4, and then our unit will be mole of palladium. Okay. B is done the same way, except we're dealing with iron. I want to go ahead and work C because this is dealing with kilograms. And so kilograms of barium. Before we can go to moles, we want to get to grams. So go ahead and do a gram-kilogram conversion. I put a 1 with my prefix. 1 times 10 to the positive 3 here. We're still in grams of barium. Okay. And so to convert this to moles, 1 mole of barium on top. Find the mass of barium from the periodic table, 137.33 grams. You can see that my units cancel really nicely. I'm going to type in all of the numbers on the top first, so 5.64 times 1 second E, okay, 3. I do not want to push in the times 10. I want to use the exponential function on my calculator. Divided by the mass, 137.33. Looking back, I need 3 significant figures from this number here. And so this 3 significant figures would be 41.1 mole Ba. Okay. Going on to the next section. Calculate the mass in grams. And so in this second section, we're going to go from moles to grams. Very similar to what we did in section 1, except our units are going to be lined up a little bit different. One of the mistakes that students make are trying to memorize top or bottom. Don't do that. Follow your units. If moles is on top in this case, okay, I'm going to put moles of chromium. We always know that's going to be 1 mole of chromium. We go to the periodic table, 52 grams of chromium, and since we're in the mass, 1.002 times 52. We need 4 significant figures, so 52.10 grams of chromium. Okay, C is done the exact same way. You're in the unit of mole. I am going to work B for you since this is in millimole. Okay, so before we can get to grams, we need to get to moles first. So millimoles is a prefix unit. Going to the base unit of mole. We put a 1 with the prefix. 1 times 10 to the negative 3 moles, and this is of aluminum. Now that we're in moles of aluminum, 1 mole of aluminum goes on bottom. The mass of aluminum goes on top, 26.98 grams. And so we want to type this into our calculator all at once. We do all the numbers on the top first. So 550 times 1e negative 3, okay, times 26.98. And we need 2 significant figures here. Okay, and so we're going to round that to 15 grams of aluminum. So that's section 1 and 2. I'm going to pause it, and then you can look at the next section.